Are you frustrated because you're using social media and it's not working when it comes to lead generation in your business? Well, good news. In this video, I'm going to give you 9 tips for using social media as a marketing tool in your business. G'day, Ben Futrell here, co-founder of Maximum Profit, and we're all about helping you build the business you imagine. Now, if you imagined having a business where your social media was a really good marketing tool that gave you a great return on investment, whether it's your money or your time, then I've got good news for you. In this video, I'm going to give you 9 tips on how to use social media as a marketing tool in your business. All right, tip number 1 is to make sure that you have created a Facebook page for your business and that Facebook page is fully updated. There's lots and lots of information you can now place on a Facebook page, yet I see so many businesses are not utilizing that as a tool to be able to really promote their business if somebody finds it. Now, there's 18 million users on Facebook alone in Australia. There's a good chance your customers are on Facebook as well, and they may look at your Facebook page for a bit of reassurance or a bit of social proof as to whether or not they should buy from you. Now, on that note, make sure you have the review tab turned on and you have a bit of your story up there and you share things on a regular basis that reflects you, your personality. Remember, people buy from people, not from Facebook pages. So use it as a tool to be able to broadcast your message out to the people that are willing to follow you and give you their time of day. There's plenty of ways that you can do that. And on another note, make sure that you are monitoring your Facebook page on a regular basis. It's no good setting one up and then not being there when someone comments or likes, or if somebody even sends you a message through the Facebook Messenger system. You want to make sure you're there to really start to respond and react, because that's what they're expecting, is instantaneous response or reaction when it comes to social media. All right, tip number 2 is to use Twitter to share a lot of your other content. There are some people that love Twitter, although it's a little bit of a confusing platform. For some people, they absolutely love being on Twitter, and it's a very share-worthy or it's a very shareable community. A lot of people share things on Twitter. So jump onto Twitter, use it as a way to share your own content, but also sharing other people's content. In particular, if you know who your customers are and you're able to connect with them on a Twitter account, then you're able to then like, comment, and share their content, and they're going to see that that's happening, and that'll build a relationship with them. So look into using Twitter as a tool, and you can post on Twitter, I don't know how many times, many as you want in the day. It's a bit like a toilet roll. Once that square's gone, it's gone. So you can just keep posting away on Twitter, and you'll find that's a great way to share content. So whether it's products, whether it's services, whether it's opinions, whether it's it could be testimonials, it could be blog links, whatever you like, to share them there, and it will get found by people and will get shared. It can be a great way for you to promote your business in a way that you haven't thought about before using social media. All right, tip number 3, I get asked this a lot, and that is, how do I use LinkedIn to get leads for my business? I've been posting stuff for yonks and nothing ever happens. Well, this is one of the challenges with most social media platforms. When it comes to LinkedIn, one of the best ways to use it is to go and join groups where your prospective customers are hanging out and get involved in the conversation. It could be even to join up with other JVs, with other people that are dealing with your customers or your target market. Use those LinkedIn groups as a tool for networking and really, build a relationship with those people, because, as I said earlier, people buy from people, not from social media posts. So joining groups, contributing to the conversation, liking and sharing people's posts shows people that you care, and they'll build a relationship with you online, and before you know it, they'll be placing orders with you, or they'll be referring you to their customers who will place orders with you. All right, tip number 4 is to create an Instagram account and post pictures of your products or service on a regular basis. Now, you might be thinking, but Ben, my product is not very visual. Well, that's okay. You can post pictures of what it is you're doing, the service that you may be carrying out. I've seen pest companies put pictures of pests up there. It could be pictures of damage that termites have created, for example. Whatever it is, just think of ways that you can visually represent your product or service and use Instagram as a tool. It's a great social media platform that I think is underutilized by many business owners, and it's a tool that you can use to get your product or service out there. Remember, Instagram is now owned by Facebook, and as you do Facebook advertising, it can turn up on Instagram as well, and we've found it to be just as effective as advertising on Facebook. So we know that users on Instagram are responding to business posts. It's about making sure that your content is engaging and that the images, the visual images that you share on Instagram are engaging and really striking, because that's the difference between some of the other platforms, is Instagram is very visual based. Okay, now if you are like somebody who sells products, then it's much easier because you can just put pictures of products and put as many up a day as you like. Once again, Instagram is one of those platforms where I don't think you can really do too many. You could post something every 1 or 2 hours, and I think that your customers will definitely engage with it. Alrighty, so Instagram is definitely one of those platforms that is underutilized that you should be looking at. All right, tip number 5 is to use YouTube. As you can see, I'm a great believer in using video as a tool to market my business. It has worked really effectively, believe it or not. We get many leads from these videos. As people watch them, they then go through to our website, they download our free guides, and before you know it, we're having conversations with prospective customers, because typically somebody comes to YouTube because they've got a problem or they want to learn something about how to do something. And so this is a great opportunity for you to be able to do the same thing. Think about the frequently asked questions that you get. Maybe you've got products that you could be doing video reviews or demonstrations of. Maybe you've got solutions that you can help people with that may be typing in how to fix something on YouTube. But YouTube is the second most used search engine next to Google, and it's somewhere where your business should be. Unlike a lot of the other social media platforms, YouTube's content sticks there forever. Once you've recorded a video, it may take you 10 minutes to record it. It might take another hour or so for someone to edit it and upload it. Once it is done though, it sits there forever, and YouTube will continue sending traffic to that video as long as that video is relevant and it's helpful and people are enjoying it. So on that note, give this one a big thumbs up if you're enjoying it so far, because that tells YouTube that it's good content. So make sure you do that and it helps people. Definitely make sure you're using YouTube as a marketing tool in your business. All right, tip number 6 is to run competitions or have contests or giveaways to get more followers on social media or more people engage with you. Now, different platforms have different rules about how you can do this. What you can definitely do if you have some sort of physical store and people are in store is you can run competitions for in-store. So when people are in store, you can tell them to go and like or comment on your Facebook page or leave a positive review, and you can have a monthly draw that you do in store for that particular person, whether it's a voucher, a product or a service, then you can do that. But think about ways that you can promote your social media channels by really engaging your customers in a fun way that's going to make them want to follow you. Okay, because if it's just following you because you're going to be sticking up your marketing every week or every day in social media posts, nobody wants to see those. What they want is they want it to be engaging and fun. So for example, I know of a store here in Sydney that sells motorcycle equipment and apparel and accessories, and they give away a motorbike every year, and it's very engaging. And you do that by spending money in their store, but they do videos about it on their Facebook page and on their YouTube channel, and it's a lot of social media hype around this giveaway, and it seems to work really, really well. So there's lots of different ways that you can be doing it, but certainly think about what sort of competitions you could run and how you can get people engaging with you by following your social media channels, so they want to see what the giveaway or the contest is each month, each week, etc. All right, so a good way for you to be able to grow your social media following. All right, tip number 7, and this is a beauty because I see so many people really fail at this, and that is to follow people back that follow you, particularly on some of these tools that are more business-wise, like LinkedIn. If somebody follows you or sends you a connection request, then you'll accept their connection. But something like Instagram, for example, when people follow you, you should follow them back and start to comment and like on their content and start that that whole interaction going if it is something that you can do. Make sure also that you respond to comments. So if people do comment, or if somebody shares your particular post, I always put down in the comments, thank you for sharing, and then I tag that person by using their name. It just makes them aware that you know that they did it and that you're grateful for the effort they went to share whatever it is that you had posted. And I think it's a great way for you to get that little bit of karma coming your way for doing the right thing and being nice to people when they do something nice for you. So definitely make sure that you follow people back and that you really engage with followers when they make any sort of interaction on your social media pages. All right, tip number 8 is to learn a bit about hashtags. Now, there is some controversy as to whether or not these are super important or not. I don't want to take the risk, so we do our best to add hashtags to as many different things as we can. There are definitely platforms there, hashtags are vital, like Twitter. People do search by hashtag, less vital on things like Facebook, but we've seen them even integrating it into YouTube now, into just below the video title. You might see people putting hashtags in because these are the ways that things are searched on the internet through these social media platforms. So think about what keywords are relevant to what it is that your particular content is about when you post on social media, and just add a few hashtags. Even if you're not sure, just give it a crack and you might find that it'll help more people find your content, which in turn means that you build a bigger following and get more customers. All right, tip number 9, and this is a biggie for my final tip, is to make sure that you learn how to use Google Analytics. Now, Google Analytics is something that you should have installed on your website, and this particular tool will give you a bit of an insight into how people on the internet are finding your product or service. You can also then use things like the Google keyword tool that will also help you do a bit of research about what it is that people are actually searching for when it comes to your product or service. This will help you when it comes to creating content. There's no doubt that this particular video, as an example, the headline on how to use social media to market your business, is something that has been researched by my team, and we know that people are looking for tips and hints on how to do that, and that's why this video is getting made. It's not just something that I felt like making, it's something that we know our prospects are looking for, i.e. yourself. So if you watch to the end of this video, then you can definitely say that this video has worked as a tool to get you engaged and to be helpful, to give you some ideas and some tips, and possibly start building the relationship between me and you and having a conversation around helping you grow your business. Now, if that is the case, you got to this part of the video and you're keen to learn more about how we can help you take your business to the next level, then head to maxmyprofit.com.au. Lots of freebies there you can download, but certainly one of the things you can do there is opt in to have a chat with me or one of my team about how we can help you build the business you imagined.